Good, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this wonderful space here, at Creative Living Fellowship, every Monday. Creative Living Fellowship is a religious science church here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm Reverend Jorge. I'm a staff minister here at Creative Living Fellowship, and every Monday I host and I have the privilege to host this wonderful space called Monday Practice with me, Reverend Jorge Suarez. The idea of this space is actually to explore different spiritual practices and or to go deeper in the traditional spiritual practice like meditation, yoga, and mantras and prayer. So the idea is to enhance, to expand our understanding of spiritual practice, to have some spiritual practice that we can recall it at any moment, or basically to expand all of them so that we can enjoy the alignment with the spirit, to recenter ourselves with the spirit more frequently and in an easy and gentle way during the day. So that's the idea of this space. As well, I use this space to entice it and connect it with the Sunday service theme for the month and theme of the year and what is happening for every Sunday. So, as Nicole said in Sunday service, is actually a follow up what Reverend Sherry is presenting to us every Sunday, and so that we can explore and continue with the talk that happened on Sundays with in a spiritual practice that allow us to go deeper in what we are exploring every Sunday. So that's the idea of this wonderful space that we hold it here. But before that, we continue with that. I would love to invite you to all of you to support this space and all Creative Level Fellowship by donating and supporting us financially. You can do it by using the PayPal button that is showing up in the comments in Facebook or YouTube. As well, you can also go to our website and donate the the information that is actually showing under the button, and as well is the same this little window here on top of me. You can click on your phone and direct you to the donation. And as well, you can actually use your cell phone now that we're talking about by using your text to donate. You just follow the instructions and will be donations. And before I continue as well, I see that Mary Jane is actually saying good evening. Hi, Mary Jane. Welcome to see you here around. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for participating in the chat as well. So as I said, the spiritual practice is trying to be connected with this, with what we are exploring every month, with the topic of the month, and particularly the practices on what is being taught and explained and enhanced and expanded during Sunday service. Remember, we have Sunday service on in person, and also you can stream it on YouTube and Facebook if you are missing it. So also we stream it live as well, so that everyone can enjoy this time for all of us. And for June, we are actually exploring the season of opulence. In opulence, as Reverend Sherry said, it's not just about wealth and financial issues. It's the opulence of who we are. And the topic for Sunday was dwelling in the land of plenty, dwelling in the plan in the land of plenty. The willing is the word, actually keyword that I'm going to use in here. So because sometimes we talk about opulence, we talk about abundance, we talk about prosperity in all the aspects of our life, health, finances, relationships, and lives in general. So, but actually, we forgot that we kind of mistake that it's something that is outside, something to get, something to realize, something to bring toward our lives. And it's actually the opposite. It's actually to rediscover it, to recognize, to remembering that we are that opulence, that we are that abundance, that we are that prosperity. So, and we are that because it's God. God is love, God is prosperity, God is abundance, God is all about. So, when we remember what is God, remember things, is when we actually tap in this love of opulence, and that's why the main focus on this talk was about the willing in the land of plenty, the willing to stay there, that recognizing who you are. So I found this quote. Let me actually show it more to you. Um, the many of us have been introduced along our way to the statement of practice of there is nothing more important than to feel good. Abraham Hicks. So in opulence and prosperity is actually the feeling good, the feeling loved, the feeling connected. So that the willing in opulence, in the plenty, is all related with this aspect of our life. So for today, for the spiritual practice, we are going to talk about contemplation practice. Contemplation sometimes is get confused by with meditation, and it's kind of a cousin, like a brother, but it have a difference. When we do meditation, normally we go into that place, that sacred place of in silence, and we close our eyes, and we kind of have a relaxing experience when we are actually sitting and or laid uh, um, in a meditative state. So where we are actually enjoying the silence that comes with us and the stillness that with us. Contemplation, another part, is what it means. Contemplate is look at, observing at, but it's an observing without judgment. So that's the actually the key word in contemplation versus meditation. We are observing. We can observe all the surrounds of ourselves, but mostly it relates with meditation is because we are in silence and we are observing our thoughts, our feelings, our reactions, our experience, our expression. So contemplation is just at, contemplating, look at, observing without any judgment. So that like you going into a walk, and instead of like sun, sky, clouds, trees. You just observe and look at all the completion, all the wholeness. Then at the same time with your thoughts, you are not like thinking, I'm thinking on this, I'm thinking on that, and get into the rabbit hole with the thoughts that you are experiencing. A contemplation is just the exercise, the practice of observing everything that is your own expression, the expression of God through around you, through nature, and also around your space, but without judgment, without opinions, without giving meaning, without any. It's just dropping the meaning. And that's, my friends, is for today is what we're going to do the with the practice of contemplation. We're going to walk into have a walking into nature with through nature. We're combined with nice music, and I'm going to add some words that, although it's not intended to um, distract you or create any thoughts around there, is that you help to trying to help you to go into that sense of observing, in that sense of walking, in that sense of being contemplating what is going on in your mind. So if you got in a thought in contemplation, you don't trying to limit it, or like this also happen in meditation, which is totally wrong. But it's just to observing them. It's just actually you don't do anything in meditation. Just letting go pass. In contemplation, you just observe it, and without any judgment, without letting, you just pass through. You just drop them. So this is our practice for today. We are in a perfect time. So let me get over here in this part, and let me, oh no, first this thing, this here. Let me show myself here, and let's start walking. So I want you live your experience. You feel your experience. Start walking with nature. Look at the opulence around that, the abundance around you, abundance of the water, abundance of the flowers, the leaves, including the sand, the stones, the soil, without any judgment. Don't stop to say, "Oh, beautiful. Oh, how wonderful. What a colors." No, just look at, observe, contemplate, enjoy the feelings that is happening to yourself, whatever you are feeling by looking at this path. Take a deep breath if you want. And by walking and immersing yourself in this contemplation mode, you start to feel the unity with everything, with the wind, with the steps, with every flower, with every color, with every sound. I am opulence. Rest in the feeling at any time. Get ready to be without more. You can drop the time. You can drop your worries. You can drop every thought in this instant. And to have the experience, to live the experience that here right now, nothing has existed, that you are all. While you continue walking through this wonderful forest, verify the inner state of not looking for anything, that not moving your attention to anything in particular, and the feeling that you are not needed anything, that all is here. In this state, simple, contemplate everything around at this path. Contemplate, look at without judgment, without opinions, without meaning, without definitions. Just look at and start feeling that everything is being experienced by you, that there is no separation between everything around you. You feel the union, you feel the oneness, you see it, you experience it right now. And it's natural, this feeling, as long as you don't stop to make concepts, to bring concepts, to bring stories, to bring ideas. Just let it be. Take a moment to leave yourself in the expression that you are being, that you are in, the expression that you are, because you are all wherever you are looking at. Feel, feel all your surroundings. Feel the tranquility, the calm, the love all around you. And say to yourself, I am opulence. I see opulence. I feel opulence. Continue walking, contemplating, drop thoughts, ideas, definitions, all the sense feeling of or desire to focus or get attention to something in particular. Just look the wholeness, the richness, the abundance all around you. Now open yourself to feel like the pure relationship with God that is happening right now. That feeling of love, the feeling of peace, the feeling of perfection and wholeness. Feel that I relationship, the relationship with the I am that is in you, that is in everything that surrounds you, that you see. No concepts, just the feeling. Open yourself to accept the experience of opulence as your very center, as your very nature, because our nature is God. We are one. So there is no separation. Look at the green, Look at the space, how spacious and how full, have nothing and have everything is all in one. And the same thing is happening with you in the body, with your cells, with the organs, with the atoms, and with your thoughts, and with your ideas, and with your consciousness. It's abundant, it's opulent, it's unlimited. Feel the expansive, the amplitude that goes beyond our identities, our ideas, preconceptions, meanings. Look at the world and look at yourself without any idea, without any identity. And repeat to yourself, I am the infinite opulence. I am the opulence in expression. I feel the opulence in expression. I see the opulence in expression. Now open yourself to feel that relationship with God and feel that relationship, what that relationship is. Feel the blissful expansion of God, of the peace of God, the opulence of God, the expansive expression of God, the love of God. Look at the opulence that is given in you, through you, and from you, and as you. I am the expression of opulence. I am the expression of God. There is no separation. I am one. I am. And again, continue walking, contemplating, looking around, feeling the union, the connection, without interpretations, without defining perceptions, without to compare with the past experience, without trying to give meaning, without trying to get any attention point. Just look at the opulence the peace, the wholeness, and the expansion all around you, wherever you are. Look at this image, and you are all of that. Beyond your body, beyond your identification with your body, is all you, is all me, is oneness. And feel the peace, feel the love, feel the real self beyond your body, feel the true nature, the oneness, the opulence that you are, that we are. And as I said, this is what a contemplation practice is. So you can do it around your home, and that's actually wonderful and very powerful as well, because it's actually expanding yourself beyond of what we believe that we are. Sometimes it's just our bodies or our thoughts or ideas. It's moving beyond of that. Contemplation is to look at, observing, including your thoughts, including your body, including your surroundings. If you go out and walk around, including around your pool or around your neighborhood or around just the block or around your home, just do it slowly, observing, without giving any sense, without giving any meaning, any opinion, just experiencing, expressing, and seeing the oneness, this totality around you. So this is the practice for today, and hopefully you like it. We are arriving to the end of our half an hour and um, Monday practice. If you like the music, I always like to recognize the music. Is the Lure for Oluf Arnalds, 2016. The album is actually called the Island Song. So you can find it on YouTube or iTunes or Spotify. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful album. And hopefully to see you, all of you, on Monday practice next Monday. And we're sure we're going to find a lot of inspiration from Sunday and bring it together here. If you like this message, if you want planning to do a contemplation during the week, please leave a comment. Come back and leave a comment on here. I read you, all of you, and I love to read all your experiences with this. Contemplation is a practice that I love, and I would love to hear how you feel and how you go deep in that sense of who you are just by being. So have a good night, everyone, and hopefully there's. Oh, I see. Mary Jane say very deep. Indeed, indeed, it's a very deep practice, but it's a very simple. It's very like Remy, Sherry would say that last Sunday. Our practice, our teachings are very simple. Spirituality is simple. Being spiritual is simple. So it's just being one with God. So try for this week at least to walk around or or just observing yourself. So thank you everyone, and thank you for staying long for a little for a few minutes. Hope to see you next Monday, and thank you. Have a good night, everyone.